tradition in your family, like we did, of sitting around a table with a deck of cards or a Monopoly board or any other board game for that matter, except Risk, because everybody who that's probably listening to Radio 4, because frankly you had to be so clever to play Risk. Anyway, there is a new game on the market. It's football themed and best of all, created here in Northamptonshire, so it must be brilliant. Colin Tomkinson is its creator, head coach.
Hello,
and is with me. Tell us about this. It's called StrikR.
Yes, it's basically I used to play this game 30, 40 years ago with one of my favourite uncles, just using a normal pack of playing cards. And then career took off and all that sort of thing. And then 30, 40 years later, I've found myself in the ideal position, had a little bit of money from my mum and a bit of time on my hands. I just wanted to develop a game that was non-screen based, a traditional game that we used to play ourselves.
Right, talk me through it in that case, because I've got a tin of cards here and an open one, but you've got an open pack, haven't you?
I have, yes, yeah. So, I mean, I love football. My dad used to take me to football matches, walk me to the football match. I won't say which team, just in case it increases any bias or anything. But the cards themselves, there's 56 cards, 52 of them are what we call outfield players, attackers and defenders. And they feature boys' names, particularly like Safe Hands and Harry Hattrick. So they're sort of animated. They're not real footballers, but we've created these characters, and the game it's partly luck, but we're increasing the number of rules on there so we can make it a little bit more strategic and interesting. And it involves a football game, whether it's a league match or a cup match.
Okay, so how do you play it in that case?
So you essentially you have 2 goalkeeper cards for each player, and then you have and deal randomly 10 more cards, and you have 5 attackers and 5 defenders. And the idea is you line up against your friend or your family, or even play it yourself and play 2 sides, and you attack to try and score a goal. The defender tries to stop it, and then the goalkeeper will try and stop it at the end as well. There's training levels, and we take it all the way up to a derby match. So I'm not sure what that would be in Northamptonshire, but I think Coventry might be involved. In Manchester it would be Oxley City and United, and Liverpool, Everton, etc. And the rules are kept simple. It's for 6 years plus. But I think even people who remember 1966 will want to play.
So is it a little bit like Top Trumps in that case?
No, it's not Top Trumps.
Okay.
It's actually based on playing cards. So the cards actually carry a football action like overhead kick or scorpion kick or whatever it might be. It carries the name, whether it's Harry Hattrick, etc. But it also has the suit on there and the value as a club's hearts, diamonds, spades, and the value. So it's very much based on the values of the cards. If your card is higher, you will go through and attack.
Oh, I see.
And then there are some extra rules in there as well. Some of which, most of them are actually in the pack, and it's in a stadium tin which has been designed. And some of it is on a supporting website, StrikR Code UK.
The tin is fantastic.
I'm glad you like it.
It really is, because it's properly like a stadium, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people who have careers that take them away from what they really wanted to do. I've always wanted to create something. I am quite a creative, arty person. I've never had the chance to do it, and I just poured all my ideas to a great designer who I found online, and he loved football, and he brought it to life for me, and found a good manufacturer of the tin. And it just came together, and I'm very, very pleased with it, and the feedback so far has been very good.
I said to you when I picked up this, I'm holding your dreams in my hands.
Yes.
which is a real honour for me, actually. Thank you very much for allowing me to do it.
Very welcome.
How long in the making, then? How long did it take you to decide all of this?
Well, I suppose you could say I've been thinking about it for 30, 40 years, but actually when I've had time to start it and write down the plan and the design and then contact people, so about 12 months. And, starting your own business and developing a whole new product is faced with challenges. But I love that. So I've done all sorts of new things. I've directed a video myself and had a video produced for the game, and obviously the actual game itself, and then finding people to distribute it and who are interested.
And did you have any of this in your background? Or was this all brand new for you?
I think from a child, I guess the idea, like I said, came from my uncle. But I mean, I've always been arty and creative, and I love football. And I've done a marketing career. I've worked in Northamptonshire for many, many years. And I think it was just, here's an opportunity to do something myself and actually produce something that's actually people will hopefully really enjoy, and it'll stay with them for years and years.
It's the absolute right time of the year to be releasing something like this as well. I don't, it's not that long until...
Yes, I know.
70-something days, I think, isn't it?
Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And this, what sort of price point are we looking for something like this? What's it going to cost me?
It's the RRP and the barcode is $12.99, and it's based on a very successful game. If I can mention another successful game called Dobble, which is distributed by a company called Asmodee. And I actually met the buyer at Asmodee and said, "Look, I've got this idea," and he was quite taken aback that somebody as an individual has just brought him a product and shown it him. It wasn't their thing because I'm starting from very small volumes. But Double is a pack of cards which is like Snap, and it's one of the Europe's best sellers. So I designed it in the quality of that sort of as an idea. So the cards and the tin and everything are top quality.
Mm-hmm. And have you got, I'm bound to say this, aren't I, because I'm a girl, have you got plans to maybe do a women's football version of it?
You can ask that. I'd love to do it. In fact, I thought we might actually be the first game to produce a mixed team.
What a good idea.
But there are actually, this is the first thing. To get this done in 12 months, the number of ideas I've got behind it to have a mixed team, a ladies team, obviously women's football is catching on tremendously. It's still a small market, but it's the highest growth market.
Yeah.
But
kind of a wave to ride almost, isn't it?
It is. And I think, this is a test. So if this goes down well, then I certainly wouldn't rule it out. I'd love to do it. So that's nice and fair and equal.
You say starting with small volumes. What is that small volume?
Commercial secrets again. The margins in retail, because I have got an online retailer who's taken it on, but they spend a lot of money actually distributing and sending it out. So they want it very cheap. So the margin is quite small. So to get anywhere where I actually break even or make a little bit of money, you've got to order 1,000. So it's 3,000 to 5,000 essentially I've had to order to begin with. But I've got a feeling it's either going to go very well, and I'm going to be rush ordering them. But we'll see.
Well, fingers crossed for you. That sounds like an awful lot to sell, but actually, if it does take off, that's not going to last very long at all, is it?
Well, the online retailers, after a little bit of badgering, is just put an order in for 144 just to get the stock in, and if it goes into their top 10 on their website. I know for other games and other toys that they've sold, because they're an expert in toys and games. I think they've cleaned some manufacturers out within a matter of 2 or 3 weeks, especially leading up to Christmas. They haven't mentioned it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Don't worry. I did say to you, don't swear, but it's fine. So, where can people get hold of it? Is it simply online?
It is just online at the moment. So I've got my own website, which I've done all that myself as well. And if I can say the website, it's www.StrikR without the E, so it's strikr.co.uk. It will be to be announced on a leading toy retailer online. But I'm going to be going into schools and doing a few I've said it again, Christmas fairs, and because that will save them the postage. It'll make it a good thing, and it's nice to have the face-to-face and see the kids' reactions when they play it. Yeah,
I think it's going to go down an absolute storm. I can't wait to have a game, frankly. Me and producer John will have a game a bit later on. I will beat him because, not that I'm competitive. It's been really lovely to meet you. Thank you, Colin.
And you too, Helen. Thank you very much indeed.
Head Coach Colin Tomkinson. And give us the website again.
www.StrikR without the E.co.uk.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Only one